gadgets. They're one of Yeeps' top selling points, and when you think of them, you probably think of something like the hot cocoa, for example, or let's say the grappling hooks. And you'd be right, because those are gadgets. But there's tons of other ones, and Yeeps 2.0 just brought on crazy new gadgets that we've never seen before. So today I'm going to be going over those gadgets and showing you what they do and all about them, as much as my knowledge, because they're still new, we're still learning about this update, and there's still a whole lot of bugs. So today I'm going to be getting into all of Yeeps Hide and Seek's Yeeps 2.0's craziest gadgets. I don't even care anymore. Alright, so I have all the gadgets laid out here, and don't worry about this is just a test out block. But I have all of the gadgets from Yeeps 2.0 here. I might have missed a few. Correct me if I'm wrong about any of the information on these. I could be just straight up wrong. Yeah, let's just get into it. So starting from the suburb tech web, we have the boxing glove. Now, so if we go ahead and press this button, we can go ahead and get our boxing gloves, and I'll show you what they do. They're pretty basic. But if you go ahead and press this button here, we can open this door, and you can just punch. Now, we already had a boxing glove in the game before, but it was not really a normal one. It was more like a freeze glove. I'll take it out in a second right now. So this was the old boxing glove we had. It was on the Snow Tech web. It was just like the normal boxing glove, except it would freeze Yeeps on the third punch, I think. 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. This is just a normal one. On the third punch, I'm pretty sure it's just a crit. So yeah, very nice, very basic boxing gloves. I wasn't really expecting this when I saw the suburb tech web, but it's a welcome addition, and I really like it. Next up, we're moving to the Snow Tech web, and oh, I almost forgot about one gadget that's not on here for a reason, because you can't put it on tech webs, or not tech webs, item dispensers. It is the loot sack. You can use this to collect loot and sell them for silver beans at the gnome shops. It's really hard to explain this one because it's pretty much like self-explanatory what it does. It just collects loot, you can sell it, and that's basically all it does. Now we can go on to the Snow Tech web stuff. We have the Saw Blade Launcher. Now, this thing is particularly cool because this is one of the things I saw in the overview trailer, and I really liked it. So if you just, it rips through, oh my, that is violent. It just rips through Yeeps with ease, and it just kind of goes. Now you can shoot it vertically, you can shoot it horizontally, or you can shoot it at an angle for a more curved turn. And if you look in here, you can see when the saw blade is ready to be launched, so that you don't like spam it like this and accidentally grab it out of your hands and it just flies everywhere. And along with the saw blade launcher, they release the saw blade trap launcher. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. You press the button and it just shoots a saw blade. Now, if there was not a wiring input, it would still shoot a saw blade if you're like coming close to it or coming into the proximity of the end of it. But at the same time, it's a really cool job. I really like it. And one more thing with the saw blade collection of items, we have the saw blade turret. It's very cool, and it shoots a saw blade whenever it sees an enemy. Now, it doesn't really, shoot, but you get the idea. It shoots horizontal, not horizontal, vertical. Alright, let's go on to the next gadget. Now, moving swiftly over to the Ocean Tech web, we have the Air... I don't even know what this one's called. Alright, so just like the name, it's called the Air Blaster. It's a wrist gadget, and it has some pretty cool abilities in wearing them. So, first of all, it has an ability to charge up, and it gives you a double jump upon releasing the charge. And if we go down here, we can see that it does not have any effect on Yeeps, at least on the surface. We're gonna have to head to an ocean biome to actually see what this thing can do. Alright, so we have the air blasters right here, and jumping into water and charging up and releasing can actually shoot bubbles out of them. I'm pretty sure this is what they're made for, and using them on the surface will just give you a double jump, because it will kind of give you like some knockback whenever you use them under here too. It gives you recoil underwater and on the surface, and when you're in the water, it'll shoot bubbles. And yes, you can damage other people with these bubbles. I'm pretty sure they do damage, or they just shoot bubbles. And moving right on over to the fantasy tech, we have this spear. No, I'm not completely sure this is a gadget. It's in the gadgets category, so we're going to talk about it. So the spear is a very interesting type of weapon. You see, you can hold it both ways, just like a normal dagger would, But since it's a spear, you can only attack with it when attacking from the blade side towards it. You can't just go normally at it and just like start attacking like this. Sometimes that will work, but what it's intended to be used for is attacking it directly from the blade to the player, just like this. So I can attack like that, I can't attack like that, I can attack like that, I can't attack like that. So it's a very direct weapon, and it's only used, it's in very specific cases when you're using it. I can just go in it like that, but I can't really attack like this. So it's very cool, but you know, that is, sometimes it does like that, I don't know, maybe because I was attacking it from the head, really weird, but that's the spear. Now moving on to the facility tech, we have the wrist vacuum. This thing is one of my personal favorites of the update, because it is just so cool. If you ever played Bone Lab, you probably know about the ability you get when you can just like get items, just use the force items out of your hand when they're like on the floor. This gives you that ability. It's so cool! I still can't get over how cool this is. There is a radius and how far you can throw them in order to, you know, get them back with the vacuum. But this is really cool. And finally, we have the Terrain Shaper. Now, for this gadget, it's a creative mode only top gadget. Not the chainsaw where you can just use it and put it on in play mode. It's only available when you're in the creative mode thing. So we're going to use this button and switch to creative mode right now. And we're in creative mode. So the gadget, if you actually bought it, will be available at the bottom of your inventory, right about next to paints. And oh god. And here's what the gadget looks like on your wrists. So what this thing actually does is when you point your reticle at the ground on the terrain on the outside of the map, you can actually grab onto it and raise and lower it to your liking. This is useful for fine-tuning pieces of terrain when you use the terrain randomizer block. We'll get into that maybe in a few seconds if you let me talk. And yeah, it lets you just grab, raise, and lower terrain. And if you notice here, the terrain actually is smaller and then gets bigger as you continue on walking towards the edge of the map. Oh, that's really big. This is really nice for fine-tuning pieces of terrain, or if you want to take the time and just make your own terrain preset. Might as well. But let me actually explain what that terrain randomizer is so that you can have some tips as to using these things. So here's the terrain randomizer. As you can see, you can randomize it from hills, mountains, plains, city, super flat, super tall. And if we just go ahead and set it to plains, you can see it gives us a little terrain preset here, and we can actually fine-tune the terrain to our liking. So if I don't like this little mountain piece right here, I can, you know, lower the terrain and make it fit a little bit more, and it just works. It's really cool. And if you want it back to, you know, super flat, you can just go over here, super flat, and boom, it sets it back to super flat. So fine-tune it to your liking. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this really short video that just basically runs you through most of the cool tech you can do with these brand new gadgets in the game. And I hope this, you know, like gives you some ideas. Oh crap. I hope this gives you some ideas to make some community worlds with them. I'm really open to seeing some crazy new contraptions you can build with these. And yeah, I really enjoyed this video. And if you like the content that I make, consider subscribing. I make some cool content, chill content. Feel free checking out my other stuff. It's pretty cool, and it means a lot to me if you know, leave a like or a subscribe. Maybe in more comment. Okay, I'm gonna go back to bed now.